the more we allow ourselves to be manipulated, then we are getting ourselves deluded. And so we can train our mind to think that we are capable, we can do it, and we will, and we must. And that will be the standard for all of us. And the moment somebody does something and they're excelling, and we could have it as a benchmark for all of us, that excellence not only becomes part of us, but it becomes like a routine, something that we should embrace on everyday life. And development can be in terms of like eradicating poverty, eradicating or, liberating people from, ignorance. That can be development. And the moment we find ourselves in spaces where we are able to liberate people from ignorance, we are heading development. And so it's very paramount that we train our mind right. We can be able to labor to see that other people can go beyond where we find ourselves, or they can come to our level because we have made it an intention to pull them from down where they are to be able to acquaint themselves to the things that we are, already aware of, or make them to be even above us. That is part of development. And the moment we find ourselves trying to hate in that, then we are contributing positively and immensely in the development of our areas or region or our countries. And so it is incumbent upon all of us to do the little things that you can within your reach to make sure that we help in bringing about development in our various spaces. And for some of you who are acquainted and you are well versed with the good book, the Bible, or you belong to a church, you go to a church every day, the first thing that you need to put a priority in your life is your God first, you and your God, right? How you connect with God. Not the pastor. No, I'm not talking about the building. No, but how do you connect to God? You on the daily. Or how do you relate to God? Do you communicate to Him? Or because of being busy and because of investments that you find yourselves in, or because of the family that you are having right now, you've forgotten God. It's deep, right? And finally, I would say this. Human beings are so quick to forget. You can do 1,000 good things, but if you do one bad thing, they will always remember that bad thing that you've done. It's part of us as human beings. How do we make sure that we change that narrative? To have people to start seeing the good that we have done rather than the bad things that someone could have, done. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. And of course, you could sometimes take the easy way out. You could take the detour. But human beings will always be human beings. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Hello. Hello, Bliss. How are you doing? So I said, man, I said it all. So if you are helping out in liberating people or educating people, you are contributing immensely towards development. Because development is not just about the building. It's not just only about the infrastructure or the good systems that the people have put in place. No. Teaching people also how to know how to do stuff, or the things that they do not know, to teach them to know them, you are contributing towards their development. Yeah, you're good. Okay, that's good. What's the topic? The topic, man, sometimes I feel like, yeah, educating, and there's a lot to share, but yet in a very little time. It's about development, and some people think like development is just about the infrastructure or the building that we are putting these great businesses and all that, but development goes beyond that. Like sometimes it's just about someone teaching people how to do things. Oh, how do we make sure that people who are lower than us, we can bring them to the same level where we find ourselves, or even to teach them and get better above us? That is part of development. And the moment you find yourself in spaces where you are able to help, liberate people from ignorance, you're contributing towards development. Yeah. So that's the bigger thing I wanted to share on that. But wherever we find ourselves, wherever space you find yourself, just try and do your best. Try and do whatever little thing you can do to contribute towards that development. It's a good thing. And I know the world is so quick to forget, because the retention rate, man, for the bad things is so high, but they forget they forget so quick the good things that some individual has done. And that's human beings, and of course they will always be human beings. Yeah. Do 1,000 good things, and just one slight mistake would just wrap all those good things. And that's human beings for you. But how do we change that narrative? Yeah? How do we change that narrative? How do we change the narrative? Guys, I just wanted to say hello, and yeah, just say those quick ones. I'll be able to get off. Take good care of yourselves, guys.